And welcome everybody to Central Valley Today. Happy Thursday to you. I'm Stephanie Bainham, and thanks so much for your time this afternoon. Speaking of time, until we find the fountain of youth, we're all going to age. As we get older, though, we get a little wiser, but we may also get some wrinkles and spots that we haven't had before. But there are ways to get back your youth right here in the Valley. Here now with the latest treatments that will help you be your most confident self, we have Dr. Campbell Waldrop. He's with the MedSpa IQ. Welcome so much, Doctor, to our studios.
Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
And I know there's no fountain of youth, but you're the closest thing.
Well, so we've had, one of the things I was hoping to talk about today is kind of some of the things that we offer at the MedSpa at IQ. And you and I have talked before about Botox and surgeries, and I think that's great. One of the things I've heard a lot recently is people kind of coming in and asking about, they're interested in fillers, they're interested in Botox, they're a little worried about the overdone look.
Yes.
And one of the things that I feel like we work very hard is to try to give people a very natural look. So it's been something that, especially with the TV, that things that people see on TV, they sometimes have a little bit of an image of what those products might mean. And I think in reality they can mean a lot more natural looks than what necessarily is portrayed elsewhere.
Yes, I think that's so important to know, because I'm sure there's a lot of men and women who are on the fence about perhaps getting fillers or whatnot. They see the TV, they get a little scared, but your message is you don't have to go all that way. You can still look younger and look like yourself.
Yeah, and one of the things I'd love to do is to talk with the patients and really kind of try to tailor the treatment to their needs. I feel like we really want to kind of pride ourselves on giving people a very honest opinion, and most of the time I think less is more.
Yes, yes.
And so as people get comfortable with the treatments and you start with less, you're really building a relationship to make sure that we're giving them kind of a natural look. And there are even sometimes patients who really want an overdone look, and I generally just will turn them away because I just don't feel like that's something that's going to fit with our practice, because I like it to be natural.
Yes, I totally agree, and we certainly appreciate the natural looking results. Let's talk about some of the procedures that folks can consider. Botox obviously is probably one of the most well known.
Yeah, I mean there's Botox, and that's for sometimes the lines between the eyes or around the eyes. There's some of the fillers. One of the other ones is we have the BBL, which helps with some of the red and the brown spots on your hands.
Yeah, what does that stand
for,
BBL?
Broadband light, and it's a light-based therapy that can really help with some of the red spots, some of the brown spots, and especially in the Valley, we all get a lot of sun. So these are some great kind of non-invasive treatments, or minimally invasive, that we can really tailor to people's interests. And of course, for some of the other people, eyelid surgery can be an option too. That's something I specialize in. The bags under the eyes, or the over eye kind of hanging down. And so there are a few options that it goes from some very minimally invasive to some of the others, depending on the patient.
But overall, do you feel that your patients walk out and once they've healed, I mean, they feel better, they feel like themselves, and maybe a little more confidence?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and especially with some of the fillers and giving back. I like to tell people it's not so much about making things plumper, it's about giving them back some of the volume that they've lost. So for example, like in the lips, I think it can look so natural when it's done well, and that's really the part that I enjoy the most.
Yes, like you said, I know people might be afraid of lip plumping, but it's not plumping, it's just enhancing, and you've lost some things due to gravity
and just over
and
time.
age.
Yeah, so you lose some of the natural volume in your lips, and that's just that's one example, but it's as I said, it's just giving them back some of the volume that they had 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And it can really be a very satisfying one. And some of the patients who might come in just starting with a baby, a little bit of Botox, after they get comfortable, they're like, well, I've been kind of curious about my lips a little. And so it's really nice to see that they feel they can trust us, and that they've kind of been, okay, this is a place that we can get some natural looking treatments.
Yes, and speaking of trust, I think it is a big deal that you're an MD administering this Botox. Tell us why that matters.
Well, I think it matters because I've spent years doing training. I'm an expert in that area. I've done thousands of people, you know, going to medical school, you learn a lot of different things. And so I really feel comfortable offering the treatments, and I enjoy offering the treatments.
Yes, well, I think it makes a big difference having an MD, and there's a lot of things out there, but an MD, you can't go wrong, especially with you. You're so good at what you do. So remind folks what they can expect when they walk through your practice.
So I'd just like them to know that, you know, we're there to help them. We're there to give them a natural result, and I think that almost everybody, we can find something that will help them feel better about themselves.
Yep, it can be big or small. Please book an appointment with the MedSpot IQ, get a consultation. They're going to tailor it towards you, and I know you've got a great staff that's very warm and friendly.
Yes, I'm very lucky to have them, and I think from the time they call to before I see them, I think they'll really enjoy everybody who's there. They're knowledgeable and professional.
Yes, and there's no pressure too. It's just a very relaxed atmosphere at your office.
Yeah, we work, that's our goal.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, don't forget everybody, natural looking results, feel like yourself, just a better version. And we all want that, especially for spring and summer. This is the time.
Yeah.
All right, doctor, well, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again soon.
Okay, thanks.